Hello students, Standard 8, Visualizing Solid Shapes, chapter number 10. We saw that the solid shapes are also known as the 3D, three-dimensional shapes. We saw that the views from different perspectives can be different for the all three-dimensional shapes. We saw that the front view, top view and side view will be different from each other. We saw that when we join some cubes, 2, 3 more cubes, one over the other, and make a shape, then that solid shape also can have different front, side and top views. And we draw the different views of the different solid shapes also. In the last session, we talked about the polyhedron. Polyhedron are the solid shapes in which the faces meet at the edges and different edges meet at vertices. This type of solid shapes are polyhedron. And there are two main important family of the polyhedron family members are the prism and pyramid. Prism has two equal similar polygons as top and base, and other faces are parallelogram. Similarly, in the pyramid has a polygon as a base and other faces are triangles which meet on the top at a common vertex. Now we learn about the Euler's formula. We check the number of faces, vertices and number of edges, and then we saw that f plus v and e plus 2 has the same answer. So we derive the Euler's formula that f plus v is equal to e plus 2, or f plus v minus e equals 2. Now in the exercise we finished first 3 questions. Let us start question number 4, in which there are 2 questions. First is, how are prisms? How are prisms and cylinders alike? Means, what is similarity in them? You can see that prism has same congruent polygon at top and base. They have equal base congruent polygons. Cylinder also have same base like circular base and top, which are also congruent figures. So you can say that cylinder is considered as a prism with circular base. So the top and base of both figures are congruent figures. So cylinder can be considered as prism with circular base. Second question is that how are pyramids and cones alike? How are pyramids and cones alike? Now we know that in the pyramid, one base there and other bases meet at the common vertex. In cone also you can see that there is a circular base and the curved surface is at the top, meeting at the top. So cone can be considered as the pyramid with a circular base. Both figures has a base and other faces meet at common vertex. So, a cone can be considered as a pyramid with circular base. Now, next question number 5. In question number 5, they ask the question, is a square prism same as a cube? Explain. Now, what is a square prism? Square prism means its top and base are square and another 4 faces are parallelograms. But now, if you think about it, it looks like that this statement is true. Because top and base are square, cube also have the top and base are square, and another 4 are parallelogram. But what about the height? Let me explain you. Suppose it has a square base. So we can consider about it like that. It is a top and base are equal, and so it is a square prism. But it can be like that also. Here also the top and bottom can be square, but the other 4 sides can be rectangular also. So it can be cube or it can be cuboid also. So we can write down here the top and bottom, top and base of square prism will be square, but height can be different. So it can be cube or can be cuboid also. But here you can see that the height is not mentioned, and therefore if the height is same as the length of the square, then it can be cube. But if the height can be more or less also, then it can be cuboid. So it can be either cube or cuboid. So it is not completely true for this. So here you can see that the square prism cannot be always cube, it can be cuboid also. Now question number 6. Verify Euler's formula for these solids. So here two solids shape are given. We have to find the faces, vertices and edges and verify that the Euler formula holds for it or not. So here in the first shape only 4 faces are visible, but we know that they are solid shapes, so all faces are not visible. Some hidden faces are there. So here 1, 2, 3, but there are 2 edges here, so there will be 2 faces at the back. So around that 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 faces plus base and top. So another 2, base and top. So 5 plus top and base, so 5 plus 2. So there are 7 faces for the first figure. And vertices. Vertices are the points at which all the edges are meeting. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 at the top. Same will be at the bottom. So 5 plus 5, the vertices will be 10. And edges. Edges are the line segment. So as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are at the top, similarly it will be the base, also there will be 5. So 5 plus 5, 10 plus 11, 12, 13, 14 and at the back there will be one more. So 15. So now F plus V minus E, we will count. Because Euler formula is F plus V minus E equals 2. So now F is 7 plus V is 10 minus 15. 7 plus 10 is 17 minus 15 is equal to 2. So Euler's formula is verified. If the answer came different of 2, if 2 doesn't come, then it is not. But when it is a polyhedra, then it always will be verifying the Euler's formula. Look at the next figure. Here you can see that on a cuboid there is a like a pyramid. So now 1, 2, 3 and 4 faces of this cuboid. Those faces are hidden, so you cannot take that face. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 on the top like the triangular. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 at the base also. So the number of faces will be 9 here. Now vertices. Vertices are the points. So you can see that 1 is here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So vertices are also 9. How many edges are there? Edges 4 at the bottom, 4 at the top, 8, 4 like that, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there are 16 edges are there. 4 on the top square, 4 at the bottom, 4 that vertical and 4 on the pyramid. So there will be 16. So now we will take F plus V minus E. 9 plus 9 minus 16. 9 plus 9 is 18 minus 16 is equal to 2. Hence, also Euler's formula is verified. Now the 7th question. Using Euler's formula, find the unknown. So here some of the figures are given for the number of faces, vertices and edges. And in that some will be missing. First, in first faces, question mark, vertices 6 and edges are 12. So now we have to use the Euler's formula. So by Euler's formula, F plus V minus E equals to F we don't have, so we will keep F as it is, plus V is 6 minus 12 is equal to 2. So now 6 minus 12 is minus 6. Minus 6 will go that side, will become plus 6. So F is equal to 2 plus 6. So F is equal to 8. So there will be number of faces as 8. In second one, let's see what is given. Faces 5. Then vertices we have to find. And edges are 9 edges. So now, here also by Euler's formula, F plus V minus E equals 2. F is 5. V we have to find, minus E is 9 equals 2. 5 minus 9, so V minus 4 equals 2. 4 will become plus 2 plus 4. So V is equal to 2 plus 4, that is 6. There is another one also. So that third one you can do yourself. And question number 6 also you have to think about yourself. It shows that can a polyhedron have 10 faces, 20 edges and 15 vertices? Here you have to check the Euler's formula. If the Euler's formula will hold, then that polyhedron is possible. Otherwise it will not be possible. So what we have to do here, in the last question you will do yourself, you have to do F plus V minus E. If the answer comes 2, then it is possible. If answer does not come to some different answer there, then that polyhedron is not possible. So here we are going to finish the session and the chapter also. Will be followed by PDF with some more examples for the self-practice. And any confusion, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.